Welcome back to Shermin's March BTS. I am Vic, producer of Shermin's March.
I am Shermin, the Shermin of Shermin's March.
I am Vin, the editor of Shermin's March.
And together we are...
I don't know.
Not okay.
Indian, Chinese.
This is like train wreck, man.
I'm better.
So speaking of, how is this different from stuff that we have done before?
Story-wise, content-wise, there's also like the technicalities of things, right? We quickly realized that like we cannot have a full team. With this documentary, because of how spontaneous it is, right, I'm not able to like set way in advance, and it's only going to be like a few hours, so it doesn't make sense to have a full-fledged team with us as well. Can you imagine I get the...
Vic, you good?
Okay, let's cut. Okay, while we got a proper team for the interviews, I think our experts deserve that. The rest of the shots, like me being on dates, a lot of spontaneous stuff. Vic also like, borrowed equipment from Matt. Shout out to Matt again. You are loved, Matt. We had to also get like some sound equipment. We had to know how to use all this. And you gotta know, right? Okay, we are not very technical people. Sometimes, right, when it's so like on the fly, right, we had no choice but to use the phone. I think CNA in that aspect, they were very like forgiving, they were very accommodating. They were like, it's fine to use a series of different formats. Although like post like...
If we were desperate for footage and we didn't have a proper grade camera, you would rather get the footage in a different format rather than not have something to play with. So, still justified lah.
From the start, we were like, okay, we need to get a Jivan lah. He's like the wise Yoda or something. Can you like Photoshop Jivans? Yoda.
Hate leads to suffering.
Yeah, he was like, we need to get a camera just for me so that when I do my vlogs, right, at least it's a proper camera. We wrote into Sony and Sony very, very kindly like loaned us one, okay, for over the course of like 8 months.
Yeah.
That camera became something that we used for my vlogs. And I think having the variety of shots, of having them from like different formats, kind of make it feel more home video. And it felt more authentic in that sense also.
So you have to understand, the first couple of months, we were deep in the trench.
This is your confession. Now what you're about to say is confession to an actual soundman.
I really hope to God that Riz doesn't watch this. We were doing like a short interview with a bunch of crew members after a shoot. Shermin whips out her Sony camera and these mics.
These nuts. Got him!
And the thing about these mics are that you have to put it into the camera. We didn't do that, but we were interviewing our crew guys.
The soundman was like,
Wow, is this wireless or Bluetooth? And the both of us, yeah. And then later on, me and Shermin, we checked the footage.
How long were y'all rolling for? Like quite a while.
at least half an hour, man.
Yeah,
At least
good
half an hour. And then they were saying so many like nice,
Good things,
yeah.
And there's another interviewing Jiwan, and like on the camera, like the display was pure like green. Okay. It was so every time like, oh my god, something wrong with like the sensor.
No.
She comes over, he presses a button. We were zoomed in on the grass patch behind him on his desk. And both of us were like... Anyways, so speaking of cameras, how was it like being in front of a camera when majority of the time we are behind it?
Actually, I felt it's okay. Because I really enjoy shooting Shermin's March, right? Because there's new information, it's a new experience, like going on dates and whatnot, like talking to these people who have like very, very different perspective and like ideas that they would like to share with you. But it's also like I'm working with people who are like a family, These are people who have seen me, right? Really like ugly duckling, who were in the industry like long before me and they see me like grow kinda. So it just felt very alright to be myself. Of course, there are moments where it's very vulnerable and all these are usually like with the vlog by myself. Yeah, so...
I actually have a question for like Vic. How was it like I don't know, separating yourself as like a producer who has to make sure you get good shots, you get good drama, you get good points. And then like that other side of you that knows her personally.
I don't let you never
There's definitely moments where, as a producer, I'm saying like, okay, this is good content. Like when you're crying, right? It's like, okay, great, yes, good TV, good, nice, very nice. But then, as someone who knows you as a person, I'm like, are you okay? Like, generally, there was a line to draw, but I was just trying to keep it balanced. I don't know if that answered anything.
No, I think I did. I think I
Yeah.
did.
So I let the drama happen, but I'm like, are you okay? After that,
You good?
you good?
Don't cry.
You're doing great. How often were we filming Shermin?
Too often.
Too often.
Too often.
I think there was a period where like every
Day.
day.
Every day we were filming something.
There was a point in time, I think, where we kept filming the eventful parts. We needed to show her like actually working, which it was actually happening lah. Like they were juggling other shoots and other productions alongside this. And then after work, sometimes they would do the dates and stuff.
You can only cut when like the date ends.
Yeah.
You know, and you have to be alert, you know, in case like,
Any reactions?
yeah, or,
like
or they say
any-
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's worth it, you know, you want to be there for it. Speaking of caring for the talent, right? There was a point where I was feeling very low in the documentary. And the team actually made a call to like, maybe pause for a while.
The experiment is to find love, right? It was a little bit hard to pursue that also in that road. So it felt better to just like let you have a rest first and then we continue in the new year. So what happened? I'm laughing about it now.
Again, like,
Laughing again.
There's a part where I mentioned that, you know, Shermin burst out crying during a call. I'm laughing because it was very sudden. And all of us are like, oh my god. And I think that was when we realized like, okay, we need to just take a step back. I think let Shermin have a space. Data was a big thing.
the quantity was huge. The formats were like all over the place, you know. It was like this whole 8 months worth of somebody's life that like we had to organize. It's not easy to do that because like I don't even know what I had for breakfast yesterday. So like there was a lot of work that had to go into that, sorting things out, and like Janelyn, our co-editor, or myself would look at it who was more familiar or remembered a certain line that was said. Yeah, it was a maze lah. It was amazing. Okay, carry on.
Speaking of,
I guess this is like kind of the end of our production segment. So, you know, let's let our producer play like that AI thing. What are you gonna ask?
who should I ask? Oh,
Third day.
You try.
No. Stephen Lee.
Bro, protect yourself, man. This conversation might not.
wait, so what am I supposed to do? Get him to ask me out?
Yeah.
Hello, Stephen Lim Koko.
Oh my goodness, Victoria.
What? Oh. How are you? Good. How about you? Are you single? What do you think?
Are you single?
Are you single? Yes, my heart is open. Are you? He won't type like that, man. Yes, I am. Where's the? He's so fun. Wing wing back. Oh wow, that was so easy.
We are both single. Maybe we should.
Maybe we should start something. A podcast.
Podcast.
Dating
This
podcast.
podcast with Stephen Lim.
Sounds dope. I will listen to it.
Yo, Stephen Lim, if you're up for a collab,
Let us know.
he won't ever watch this.
Hey guys, be careful what you wish for, guys.
Manifest Stephen Lim Koko.
Oh, there you go. He said, shall we plan for a date? I
okay,
said, sure,
okay.
baby. And then he said, game. Sure, baby. So that's it. Catch us in the next video where we cover post-production.